Hey guys, I have a little bit of a project share for you all today. This is just some stuff I've been making Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Friday and Saturday. I had to put some gifts together and I started some ornaments again. Haven't had much time, but that's okay. Let's see. So first the ornaments. These are just two I put together. They're very similar and they're for our tree this Christmas. And so here's the first one. It's one of those medium-sized plastic globes that you can get from Michael's. And then what I've put inside of it is some snow that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's actually shaved ice is what it's called. And then I used one of these I actually have two of these little red wagons and a tree from, where did the gray ones come from? Michael's, I believe. And tied it down to the little wagon. And instead of doing a die cut I wanted to put a sentiment inside, but the die didn't come in that I was hoping to get. So instead of doing that, and I'm trying to tap it so you can see the snow, it says Noel in this one. And I wired that from you can see it better that way, some Prima wire trim that has thread. It has gray thread around it. And I just wired that to say Noel and then glued it upright in there. And then there's a little Santa hat there as well. And then I put a little felt snowflake here and tied some more of the twine around the base. Now this, I made these last year and I used clothespins for mine to attach them to the tree, just so that I don't have to, hang it from a hanger. I want them to sit flat so that you can look down and see into it. So there's my first one, and the second one is very similar to that. Where'd it go? This one is just a little bit different. Instead of Noel, I did Joy, and then there's a little pine cone down there too. And there's also snow on the bottom of this one, and this one happens to have some holly and a jingle bell instead of the snowflake. And again, this is on a clothespin underneath, and this one happens to be silver. The backer that I used for the dome is actually this paper tray ink die. It looks like this. And you can see little scallops around it. This barely covers to the edge. I mean, it goes past the edge of the dome, of the medium-sized dome. So it doesn't have a whole lot of overhang like my other ones did last year. So, but this is the medium-sized dome. The big domes are too big. See, these are the bigger size ones. And I pulled this out thinking that this was the right one, and then I was like, oh, that's not right. So the medium-size plastic globe is what you would use that for. And then I have to do I did some shaker cards like everybody else is doing that are for gift cards. So I did this one, which you can see down in there, there's like little Christmas trees and then snowflakes and white, some red sequins, and then some little tiny red, tiny red things in there. And that has a gift card in the back. And this sticker is from last year. I don't even know who makes it. I want to say it's Mambi, but I'm not sure. So, did that one. And then this one is Joy. I don't know who does this sticker. I think it's Jolie's. And then this paper in the background is that Lawn Fawn Let's Bokeh in the Snow, I think. Oh, this one is the Marion Bright paper. And then the card is in the back. In a pocket. And then this last one is, you can actually see the gift card in this one because I like the card itself. And this one actually has little reindeer in it, see? Little two-toned reindeer. Each side is a different color. And then so I put some snowflakes and some red sequins in there. So you can actually see the gift card through the back because it has that gold reindeer in the back there. And so I put the paper on this side so that you can write a message to the recipient. So those are the 3 shakers that I did. And then I did a birthday one, and here is one of the stamps that I use. I use this Happy Birthday. This is Avery Owl. Beautiful bow. And then I use the Simon Says stamp Birthday Wishes. You can see what's inked up. I think this one's called Birthday Bits. And I used Sending Big Hugs. And the ink that I use, you can see it's red, is the Cherry Cobbler, I believe, from Stampin' Up. So, this is the gift card. Instead of doing a shaker, I did the can with the pull tab. And, I didn't have any labels. I didn't have any paper that looked like a label, so I just made up my own. And this is October Afternoon Farm Girl. This is an old collection, so I just used one of the labels they had in the paper stack to make the tomato label here, and then there's one on the other side. And there's that Avery L stamp. And that tag is from Michaels, and it's one of those red tags. I got them in pink too. So there's the can, and then the card. I did the envelope with, I'm going to cover the name like this. See, I used one of the, I think it's Recollections cardstock. And it has, this is a scrap, and then there's a chipboard piece there, since it has the cherries on it. I didn't want to use the tomatoes again. And then there's the card. This is from Hobby Lobby, this ribbon. And then this is from the paper collection. And I used one of my Tim Holtz Movers and Shapers dies to cut two of the same shape, actually. And I just cut it in the middle, down the middle, so that I could make this shadow piece. And then there's the stamp from Simon Says stamp, Birthday Wishes. And then on the inside, and I edged it with this tea dye. The tea dye? Yeah, tea dye distress ink. And then the inside says Sending Big Hugs. And there's two little cherries. This is a Cane Company French General embellishment with the cherries. And it's plastic. It's just really cute. So since I stamped it off to the left a little bit, I thought, well, I'll just, make it look centered by adding the cherries. So this is for a family member. And is that all I did? Seems like I did more, but nope, that's all I did. Okay, so that is my project share for this evening, and I hope you like it. And I'm really tired, so I'm off to bed. Good night.